My name's Jim. I'm with CGC Sports Illustrated. Big box, big unboxing video coming. We're talking 15 slabs, something for everyone. Basketball, football, baseball, soccer. Oh yeah, there's a big soccer cover in here. So excited about that. Let's talk about some stuff. CGC wait times. 300 days now. So we are officially into the 15 month wait time. 1 year is well behind us. They're awful and they're getting worse. So just got to deal with it. Couple of disclaimers. I only collect newsstand issues. I don't collect subscription issues. I don't talk about subscription issues other than to say I don't collect them. So these are all newsstand issues. If you want to collect subscription issues, knock yourself out. It's all good. Not gonna hurt my feelings at all. But that's not what I do. Okay, you guys know how this works. I know exactly what these issues are. I have not seen the grades. We are looking at them all for the first time. To get my reaction, 15 slabs. Hoping for 9/8s. Lots of 9/8s, no 9/6s. And we start off with 9/6. Well, I do love this cover. I own a ton of these. This is Trevor Lawrence. This is his first Sports Illustrated cover from 2019. January 14th, 2019. I own this. I got a couple of them in 9.8. Unfortunately, I got a couple of them in 9.6 now too. This is a variant first cover. Love variant first covers. Variant means that they distributed multiple different covers the same week. That makes the issue more rare. That's certainly the case with Trevor Lawrence's first cover. I also like the fact that this picture was taken at the 2019 National Championship game when Clemens beat Alabama. I know Trevor had a disaster of a rookie season, but I've got high hopes for him. I think he is a heck of a talent and a 9.6. All right, do better. Come on, CGC, do better. Next up. And you did better. Did better with that one right there. 9.8. So this is from June 16th, 2008. Just Kobe Bryant on the cover. That's all. Also on the cover with him is, yeah, that's Paul Pierce. I think that might be Paul Pierce's first cover. I'm going to need to do some research on this one a little bit. This is another variant cover. The Detroit Red Wings were on the other cover that week. So I'm a huge Kobe fan. Everything Kobe related, still red hot. But I need to look into Paul Pierce. I think this may be Paul Pierce's first cover. But that's a beauty. Look at Kobe right there. You got Kevin Garnett in the background. That's a great cover. Great cover. 2008 and a 9.8. Now we're talking. That's a way to do things. Okay, next up. Got a lot to go through here, so I'm going to go quick. Come on! What happened here? 2 out of 3, 9.6. This is a very cool, lot to talk about here. So this is Sports Illustrated. This is from October 23rd, 2000, Subway Series, Mets versus Yankees. Again, another variant cover. What I love about this one is that CGC has broken this variant out separately in the census. I think it's the only Sports Illustrated issue where there is a variant that I found where they've broken it out, despite me asking them on every single variant I submit. And I'm going to continue to do that. Subway Series in 2000 was so cool. It was the first time that the Mets had played the Yankees in the World Series. There are 2 covers out there. Spoiler alert. The other ones, we'll see what the other one grades at. One had Piazza on the cover. The other one had Jeter on the cover. Those were distributed only in the New York metro region. And then the whole rest of the country got a completely different Sports Illustrated cover. And it does say Mets edition on there, so that's good. The disappointing thing on this one is the 9.6. That's too bad. It was good shape too. I thought I had a real shot at 9.8 on that one. All right, so this is going to be the Jeter because the cover's the same as the last one. The back cover is the same as the last one. Give me the 9.8 Jeter. still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. And you can see that if it says Yankees edition right there. So this is the Jeter version of that. Total bummer. Okay, pop report. So there is a 9.8 on the Piazza. There is not a 9.8 on the Jeter. There are two 9.6s now. So there's a 9.8 on the Piazza. There's only two 9.6s on the Jeter. And I got a stinking 9.6 in both of those. This is a heavy 9.6 box. That needs to end right now. Right now. Okay, so 7.5, that certainly ended the 9.6 streak. But you know, it's Tom Brady's first cover. That seems like a harsh grade. This issue's in better condition than that. I need to dig into this a little bit more. Yeah, I need to dig into this a little bit more. Tom Brady's first cover, maybe along with the LeBron, probably from 2002, the two holy grails of modern issues. This came out on April 15th, 2002. There are only 6 9.8s. There are 17 9.6s. It's Tom Brady. There's a boatload graded before that. This is I own 2 copies of this. This one and one more that's at CGC. I'm okay with the 7.5 because I've never owned it before, and it's Tom Brady's first cover. Massively, massively collectible. It does say first Tom Brady cover, which is good. Which, by the way, if you submit a Tom Brady first cover, once that first cover, designation is up there, every other issue that everybody sends after that will also have that on the label. But Tom Brady's first cover to 7.5, that should be better than that. I'm gonna have to dig into that a little bit, but that's okay. I'll take the 7.5. Next up. Baker Mayfield. Okay, so this is a big challenge that we've got with CGC right now. With wait times being 14, 15 months, especially with younger athletes, we're trying to project whether or not they're going to be stars. And I remember when I sent this in, man, Baker Mayfield certainly looked like he was going to be more of a superstar than he is today. This is Baker Mayfield's very first Sports Illustrated cover. This is from December 4th, 2017. There are 4 9.8s, and now there's 2 9.4s. I hope Baker turns it around, for my sake. Okay, this is a little bit more vintage. Got this old Camel cigarette ad on the back. I mean, these are all modern, but this looks like it might be from the 80s or early 90s. Oh, man, I was hoping for more on this, but this is, I'm a Bears fan, born in Chicago, grew up there. It's Walter Payton, and this is his tribute issue that he did that came out in 1999. So Sports Illustrated will traditionally release tribute issues when a major athlete passes away. I was hoping for more because there's already, so this is the second 9.4 that exists. This is again from November 8th, 1999. There's 2 9.4s, there's a 9.0, there's a couple 8.5s. What happened to Walter Payton? He died of liver cancer. I think he was 45, just way too young. He was my football hero growing up, and it's a good issue. I was hoping for better than the 9.4, but still good. 1 9.8, that's all we've done so far is 1 9.8. Let's turn it around and pop a big grade here. Oh, okay, now this is a 9.6. I think I can tolerate because it's from the 80s. And it also is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. This is Roger Clemens. This is I think this is his second cover. So this came out on May 13th, 1991. It's his second cover. Pop 1 of 1, none higher. Roger Clemens, this is the Untouchable issue. There is a 9.2, there's a 9.0. Clemens was just dominant back then. I believe this is his last cover too in a Boston Red Sox uniform. It wasn't too long after that that he left the Red Sox. Okay, come on. Let's get some better grades popping here. That's not a better grade for such a modern issue. That's a disappointment. Cool cover. This is the shootout issue. This is Brady versus Ryan. So this is right before the Super Bowl, where this is January 30th, 2017. This is right before the Super Bowl, where the Patriots came back from being down to the Atlanta Hawks 28-3 and had that amazing comeback. Can't have enough stuff with Tom Brady on the cover, even if it is a 9.0. Not great, not thrilled with that one, but what are you gonna do? 9.2, I'll take that. Oh, this is good. I was expecting, my projection on this one was 8.5. I am absolutely thrilled with a 9.2. Impossible issue to find. This is Cristiano Ronaldo and his first Sports Illustrated cover. This is from June 9th, 2014. Not that old. What are we talking, 8 years ago? Good luck finding a copy of it in newsstand. It's almost impossible, especially in a high grade, high condition. Now, this is a variant cover. It was all part around the World Cup. Clint Dempsey from the US was on one cover. Messi was on the other, and that's also his first cover. Cristiano Ronaldo was on one, and I'm not a big soccer guy, so I can't remember who's on the fourth cover, but there were 4 different covers distributed. Ronaldo's soccer stuff is still red hot. Ronaldo, Messi, I mean, those guys are at the top of the lot for modern players. I am thrilled with that 9.2 Cristiano Ronaldo cover. Impossible to find. So difficult to find. I'm loving that. 9.2. Who thought I would be so thrilled with the 9.2? But I knew that issue had some problems, and I was projecting an 8.5, so I'll take that 9.2 all day. Okay. Why am I laughing at a 9.8? This is good. Baker Mayfield, 9.8. You obviously saw the Baker that I had at 9.4 before. For my sake, and for Baker's, and for the Browns' sake, I hope Baker turns it around. But a 9.8, I would trade this whole box for a 9.8 Ronaldo and a 9.2 Baker Mayfield. But that's what it is. 9.8 Baker, not bad. Now this is a little bit of all right here. Such a fun cover, and this is what I've talked about before. You know, there are other sports magazines, whatever. The photography of Sports Illustrated is what really set them apart from everything else as it relates to this cover. This is the Chicago Bulls. This is the Chicago Confidential cover, or sometimes called the plane issue. So this is a shot of the Bulls charter jet looking down, and you can see you've got Ron Harper right there, which, by the way, I don't think they put it on here, even though I requested it. This is Ron Harper's first Sports Illustrated cover, but you got Pippen and Harper and Jordan, and what are they doing? Playing cards, gambling, on the plane, just like always. I love everything about this cover. Obviously, Jordan's on it, and this is one of the 50 Michael Jordan covers. I already own this at a 9.8, so happy to double my money with that one and get another one in there. But it's such a great cover because I think it couple of things. It's the Bulls, you know, that dominant team that they had, and this is from May 11th, 1998. So this is, you know, this was the last dance season. This was, you know, coming to the end of all of it when they won their second three-peat. But this is them not on the court. This is them on the charter plane. They're screwing around. They're gambling. You've got Jordan, Pippen, Harper all on there. I just kind of like that different look that Sports Illustrated took for this cover and on this team. You've got the gambling aspect, which we all know Jordan was crazy gambling, which was, you know, back in 1998, taboo. It was the end of the world. Michael Jordan's a gambler. And now, you know, there's, you know, sports books in, you know, NBA arenas all around the country, and, you know, DraftKings or FanDuel's an NBA sponsor and all that sort of stuff. Thrilled with this one. 9.8. This is the Chicago Confidential cover. One of the 50 Michael Jordan covers. 9.8. I love that. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Okay, 3 left. Ooh, now see, this 9.6 hurts. This 9.6 hurts. This is the power of LeBron. You know, after I get all 50 Michael Jordan covers, I may have to go get all the, you know, 24 or 26 or whatever LeBron covers. Power of LeBron, February 2nd, 2009. There is one 9.8. I own that one too. There's one 9.6 right here. There's a 9.2, and there's several other graded after that. LeBron in his Cleveland Cavaliers uniform from his first stint with the Cavs at a 9.6. Okay. Can we finish strong? Oh, this is that goofy issue where they kind of had an issue on the back. That's interesting. We'll take a look at that. Okay, finish strong. 9.4. Cool cover. Cool cover. Steph Curry. This is the history cover. From Steph Curry. So this was April 18th, 2016. This was the year leading up to the NBA Finals where the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead and lost to the Cavs that year. This is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. There are several other graded. Steph Curry is absolutely red hot, and the Warriors are as positioned as good as anybody to win another championship. Kind of interesting on the back. I'm not even sure who this is, but it's a flip cover. So it's kind of like you've got a cover on the front, and then you've got kind of like an alternate cover on the back there. So I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more. 9.4, okay. I got high standards. Steph Curry, still pretty cool. Last one, let's do it. Let's do it right here. It's like I called that one. Called my shot, just like Babe Ruth in '35 at Wrigley Field in the All-Star game, pointing to the outfield and cracking a home run. There's another guy who I think as soon as I get all 50 Jordans, I'm going to have to collect all 23 or 24 Tiger covers. This is the return of Tiger. Not, the return in the 2019 Masters. This is much older than that. This is from March 2nd, 2009. This is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. There's a 9.4. There's an 8.0. There's several others graded below that. The return of Tiger references, he lost a good chunk of the 2008 golf season. He had a knee injury, had surgery on his knee, and this was him coming back and getting ready for the Masters that year. 9.8, Tiger Woods. Very nice. Always, always, always good to get a 9.8, but especially with Tiger Woods. Subscribe here on YouTube. Follow me on social media. It's the same thing everywhere. CGC Sports Illustrated, whether it's Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or Facebook groups or eBay or any of it. Same thing with my audio podcast. Wherever you get podcasts, just search CGC Sports Illustrated. And thanks for watching.